Good morning to everyone out there that I have not included and have not communicated with throughout the last few years. I do apologize sincerely. Please forgive me. Family, friends, loved ones of all kinds. I've taken on a lot, and I've had to depend on myself. I have reached out at times to some people and they just couldn't, but I understand people, you have your own lives and you have people that you have to take care of too. We have to keep each other upright and alive and whole. So to my family, if I've hurt your feelings or said something snappy or defensive, it's only because of the pressure that I've been under. Living here and taking care of people 24/7 the last solid 2.5 years. It's home of me in ways that I didn't think were possible. It's also given me so much insight, intuition, discernment, faith, hope, and belief, and knowing that the best is yet to come, but also knowing that no day is going to be easier. The only easy day was yesterday because it's done. You had to move on to the next day. Start with a smile. Count your blessings and not your problems, please. I know it's so much easier said than done, but it can be done. So, please forgive me. If I haven't quite been the social butterfly and been so joyful, chipper and cheerful and full of joy, because life has kicked me left and right the last about 15 years. But you know what? All of it is a part of a journey to make me better and to prepare me for what God has for me to do. No, he ain't got to lay it out for me. He ain't going to give it to you. Trust me, he ain't going to give it to you. You're going to have to pray and then work hard for it. Work hard for it like you never have before. I'm talking about giving it everything. You got so much when you get home, you crash where you at. My sister Brandon knows a little bit about that. She goes through a lot. She's a mama and a daddy to them kids. I love you and I respect you for what you're doing, what you're taking on. No, I love you, sis. What you're doing is, man, it's a lot. So don't think you're going through all these things and not being noticed like I've told you lately. I love you. I don't want anything to be in the way of anything with anyone anymore. I really don't. My sister Kristen, I forgive you. I don't like the things you did. I don't respect the things that you did. But I forgive you. One day I'll get to where I can unblock you and we can talk. But for now, there's too much healing and growth going on. And I've got to spread my wings and fly a little bit. And then a lot. So you have to build it up from the foundation. You've got to make sure the foundation is extremely strong, that it can withstand anything. Everything's going to be all right because I have faith. I believe, and I study in my Bible, and I pray every day. And that brings me closer to peace and understanding that things are what they are, and you are in control of the things you can control, and then you're not in control of the things you can't. And you got to give the rest to God, and you got to depend on Him and trust Him with His plan, because if you try to outsmart Him and try to figure Him out, you're going to spin yourself in a hole. I mean, like, so far down, you won't even be able to see any light at all. So, no, we can't outsmart God. We can't outthink God. We can't be God. But we can be the best version of ourselves every day. Show up and then show out in a good way. Be humble. Be compassionate. Be empathetic. And love unconditionally. No matter what. People are noticing around here now. They are beginning to notice more and more. The more and more that I do get out and about, that there are people that actually still care. There's people that still love, and there's people that still listen without judgment, without talking much. You just sit there and you listen and you hurt with them. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to have to start recording some of these events, because it's amazing. It's sad to see so many people in pain, but it's good to know that we, as healing servants of Christ, we are to go around and spread His joy and His love everywhere. It doesn't matter the color. It doesn't matter the female, male, or if they have a different pronoun. You love them gently and lowly right where they are. Don't try to change them. Just show them that you care. And that there's people out there that still love. And will take the time to ask you how you are. And really mean it. And if I tell you I'm praying for you, I pray. And that's why I ask people for their names. You don't have to give me your whole name. Just give me your first name. God knows. I don't have to. And intercessory prayer. I want to get into this and then leave you be. Intercessory prayer is something that is extremely powerful. And I have read quite a bit about it. And Rees Howells, the book, The Intercessor, you talking about an eye-opener. I thought I was a good Christian soldier. That's why we don't compare ourselves to others, because we would fall short a lot. That man, starting at a young age, he worked hard. Didn't cuss, didn't party, didn't do anything. He just did his job. He showed up and he did his job every single day. He got there early. Every day. He did extra every day. He did other people's work that couldn't every day. Never asked for anything more every day. And he was there to pick up his brothers in arms. And he grew to be so successful. Yes, money, but the main success was how many souls were saved. And how actually their intercessory prayer at their college, I won't disclose the location, you have to find out by reading the book. But what they did during the war, and I'm pretty sure it's been a couple years since I read, I'm pretty sure it was World War II. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was World War II. If it wasn't for their intercessory prayer, it wouldn't have turned out well. Intercessory prayer is where you don't see or know. You don't have to know the individual. You can, but it's about being away from them and literally giving all of yourself in prayer. I'm talking about pouring everything out in prayer. So much so when you're done, you're exhausted. That's intercessory prayer. And that's something we need to do a lot more of. But the face-to-face contact, the smiles, the uplifting of spirits and souls, and the mending of hearts, because wounds do heal. The scars will always remain, but the wounds will heal. I love you all. God bless you. I had something else prepared entirely, but sometimes you just have to go where he leads you. And that's what I do most of the time. I try to go scripted, but that's just not really me. I like to shoot it straight right from the heart. Again, God bless y'all. I pray that you have a wonderful weekend and that we start the day strong. Tomorrow, actually, Sunday is the start of the week. It's just, we kind of look at Monday as being the official start. But hey, all of that, aside, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for listening. God bless you. And this big guy loves you.